on. I'm ready.
Yeah, looking like a snack.
That's a baby. Look here. Thank you.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love session. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love session. I heard you giving love lessons, love every day of the week. Like a studio session, take complete control of me. Make my body sing. Turn me up, lay me down. The love session is my fantasy. Lay me on my back, turn me round. Make me so tight, I fall asleep on it on Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love session. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love session. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, making love. Saturday, Sunday, 24/7 love invitation. This love making session. Give my love its own title, and we're calling it and singing me. Press my up and down buttons. This big apple simply yours to keep. Get the bedroom bumping, got my legs shaking to the beat. Yeah, get me wigging my body. The session's turned into a melody. Ooh, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love session. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love session. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, stay 24/7 love invitation. This love making session. Love session breathtaking. I'm
All right, all right. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. We are here right now. We got a special treat for you. So please share. Do a watch party. And I'll tell you, this is a special treat. We have a co-host in right now. Can you introduce yourself, please, Mr. Cantget Right?
Well, the way I introduce myself, I got to do it the way that I do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Getting you ready for you. Ready? Because tonight, what's up, yo? My name is Ray. Cantget Right, Sorrell. About to get it in with my girl Spicy Gray. How y'all doing out there?
We doing great. I'm pretty sure they doing fine. They've been looking forward to this here.
Girl, look, I am. Yes, we're talking about. Well, I ain't gonna say what we're talking about. I ain't want to get it too far into it, but I'm ready. Yeah, let's do the damn thing. You know.
I don't know. That was Street Legend presenting La La Maria. It's a story in love, passion. I don't know. That song kind of had me sweating up in here. I'm glad we had the screen up.
Nipples hard. That's what I'm saying. My nipples hard. Yeah, I got my pills already. I got my pills. I'm ready for you, baby.
Yes. Anytime y'all have a question during the discussion hour, the lines are now open. The number is 512-668-2814. We are here to answer any question because, as y'all know, today we have a special treat: certified sex coach. What you think about that, Ray?
A sex coach. Now, see, you said it was a sex expert. And I was like, okay, cool. But then when you say it was a sex coach, I started feeling some kind of way. Like, what you trying to tell me? You know, like, how do you coach somebody where you're goosing? That's what I want to know. Like left, right. Drink some water. Wait a minute. Drink some Gatorade. Get some. That's why I was wondering when you said it. I was like, does she have a whistle? You've been down there long enough. You're not down there enough. You came too fast. You didn't come fast enough. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Real fun. So let's go ahead and bring our guests in so we can start getting on the questions and getting her to answer and see the man's perspective and the woman's perspective. Because that's what you're here for, right?
Well, I hope I'm the man's perspective. If not, something wrong.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what you got.
Let's do it, girl. Let's do it.
Okay. Born and raised in San Antonio, Texas, she graduated the class of 88 from Highlands High School, obtains bachelor's and associate degree in accounting, radiology, and business administration from Houston Tillotson University. She's a military veteran under the branch of the Army. Okay. Possesses a certified in sexuality from the Dr. Rachel Institute under Dr. Rachel Ross of CBS Network show The Doctors. Independent bedroom candy consultant of Bedroom Candy by Candy Burris of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. The host of the G-Spot talk show, producer and host on Q Live 1 Radio. Founder, owner of Lady Dre Entertainment, owner and designs by Lady Dre Clothing. We bring in Miss Lady Dre.
Yeah. You got me over here cracking up.
I want to know.
How y'all doing tonight?
Hey,
fabulous. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've seen just times I've been on the Dre show. He's been on my show. And we have both talked about things from having a tongue in the ear to what we do like and don't like.
That's how you keep it spicy.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you got to go in those uncharted territories that you have never been to before.
I know that's right. Okay. Now we're going to go here. When you exited out of the military into the civilian world, what inspired you to become a certified sex coach?
When I left the military into the civilian world, that was in 2000. Mm-hmm. And the thought of being a sex coach was not even in my mind at that point. It actually happened when Candy Burris decided to do the Bedroom Candy in 2012. Mm-hmm. And there was an ad that said, be a bedroom candy consultant. So my mom was like, can I sell sex toys? I started thinking the conversation, we talk about it all the time. So I always wanted to be one of those people to help people not to use sex as taboo, because that's how we got here, and we shield it so much that our young people are being taught the wrong way. Exactly. So that's why we have so much unprotected sex, single parents, because I'm telling you, my grandmother told me if it touched my underwear, I was going to get pregnant, and I believed it. So I was a virgin until I graduated.
Well, I'm in the same boat with you. I was a virgin till I was 18 years old. And I don't know, the way my grandmother, she went into detailed description, even from the bodily fluids. And I was like, ew. So
I didn't get that part. I got fake news.
I was nasty. I was goosing at 12, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
I didn't know what that was at 12.
I had the Barbie with the hair down the back.
No, I was trying to goose.
I always tell people one of the things when I was in middle school, I got my first kiss from the captain of the football team. And I was so excited, but he went and told everybody I gave him head. So me not knowing what head was, everybody like, Andrew, you gave him head? And I was like, head. We put our heads together. I'm like, yeah. Little did I know it meant way more than that. And I tell you, I cried the whole year. But, finally it wore off. Thank God. It was horrible.
How long did it take before people were like just old news?
High school.
Okay, okay.
Graduation.
Oh yeah.
I still had those small few that teased me, and they would now when I got older, they tried to holler at me, and I was like, y'all used to mess with me, and they was like, girl, we was kids, but it affected me that long that I didn't want a boyfriend. You
Right.
know, so bullying. I tell people bullying affects your life
Yeah, it does.
because that might have been the reason why I was a virgin until I was graduated. But
Well, I
you
was
know, it,
I think she did it on
I
purpose.
was traumatized.
Now, I know some people get it misconstrued. Can you give us the description of a certified sexuality coach and their goal?
Yeah, babe.
Okay,
Go ahead. Go ahead with that.
so a
I mean,
certified sex coach is not in the bedroom with you saying stop, go, turn this way, left, left, right, right. What a coach does is we assist. We help with different issues that couples might be having or singles might be having. We borderline, we don't try to give medical advice. We
Mhm,
will, advise you if it gets to a certain point in our counseling sessions that I might advise you to either seek counseling with, it could be mental because we deal with women that have been raped
mhm,
and are just afraid to get back out there and have sex again, or they might be having too much sex. And you got to have somebody to help mediate you and help guide you in the right directions or teach you the right way. So that's kind of what we're doing. We're coaching you along the way. But when it comes to this might be a medical issue, we will help find you that medical specialist that can help you.
okay.
That makes
So,
sense.
so is that dudes also, or is it just women?
I think I lost you.
I'm sorry. Is that dudes also, or is that also women also? I'm sorry. Is it just women, or
Was that me?
do y'all coach, men also? Can you
okay,
hear me?
I don't have any volume.
okay,
I
can
said,
you
do you help coach men also, or do you only coach women?
hold on? I think she's having technical difficulties with the volume.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Lady Dre?
I don't
Okay.
hear anything.
Okay.
Okay.
We might need her to exit back out and click back on a link and come back in because I know sometimes that happens.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, I can hear you now. I lost. I
Okay.
couldn't hear you. If y'all were talking to me, I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. Now, Mr. Can't Get Right had a question for you.
So,
Okay.
when y'all assist women, do y'all also assist men? Because I know
Yes.
there's a lot of men that's been, sexually molested, mishandled, or whatever, and they have trauma also. So do you come across that a lot? And when men come to y'all, are they kind of a little bit more reserved than a woman? Because it seems like as a man, I would just assume they'll be a little bit more afraid to come forward as opposed to maybe a woman would.
Well, not there's a difference. Like they're not actually coming to us to help with the mental issue of what they went through. It's more of like some women are not able to, have orgasms, or they're not able to, be comfortable enough to perform, or it's painful. So we can advise them on that. When it comes to the mental part of them trying to cope with what happened to them, that's when we refer them to an actual therapist because that's a whole bigger issue than what a coach can handle.
Gotcha.
So we try not to cross that line. Like I might have, experience with, other people that have told me what they have done to get past that, but I can tell them I talked to someone before and they said this, but I'm not advising them as far as the medical part. Mostly what we get from men is um, his sex drive is higher than his wife. How do they come together? So I might get issues like that coming from men, or their wife wanted to play with toys, and the first thing a man says is, "What? I'm not enough for you? You trying to replace me?" And it's not replacing you; it's enhancing the situation because a woman sometimes need a different stimulation to give her orgasm, because 80% of women fake orgasms. And I'm trying to help them stop, because if you don't keep that man and he moved to the next woman, the first thing he say is, I gave my woman an orgasm all the time. And no, you didn't. She was fake.
But you know what? A lot of these men are realizing and becoming experts on knowing when a woman is actually faking and when she actually having an orgasm.
That's what they say.
Okay.
Because I can fake.
Okay. So with that being said, that's y'all. I mean, okay, go ahead. I'll be quiet. I'm trying to,
Go ahead.
I just got started because I'm like,
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that question. I know what he's gonna ask, but that's
baby, I'm about to get it in. You know what I'm saying? Got my drink too. Baby,
okay. Now, Lady Dre, you are also a consultant for Bedroom Candy. Can you tell us about it and what it consists of?
Well, Bedroom Candy is actually, when you join the business, you're actually getting two businesses in one. You're getting the intimate toy. It's not just toys, it's body washes, it's lotions, it's shaving. We have the best beard oil that you cannot buy on a shelf, and we stay sold out. On top of that, you also get another business called Candy Coated Makeup, which is real makeup. Now, I do have vibrators that look like, makeup. This is our Candy Kisses. But we also have real makeup. So you actually get both of the businesses in one.
Okay.
And it's all, people can do the parties, and it's the same thing. This is how I got started with being a sex coach, because being a Bedroom Candy consultant, when we do parties, it's a place for people to come, look at the product, ask questions. I'm not getting wet, I'm always dry. And we have products that will help you stay slick during your whole intimate sex process.
Yeah, because that little spitting thing do not turn me on.
Yeah, so it's a teaching process, because we don't have sex education in school. We don't have, where I'm telling you, I have 50-something-year-old women coming to me saying, I need help. I've never had an orgasm. A lot of people never will have an orgasm. So you can get close. The orgasm is a mind thing. It gets to a point where you feel like you have to urinate. And the last thing we want to do is urinate on ourselves. So in our mind, we stop.
Also, because on the last show that me and Cantget Right was on, he said it's our fault that we can't have a orgasm.
It is.
No, it's a combination, because if you're turning the woman on the right way,
why are you smiling?
And you're hitting the right spot, she can get there. It's a combination. Sometimes you'll tell a woman that can have an orgasm all the time, if she's with a man that's not turning her on, she's not going to have one.
And that's her fault. That's what I'm saying. It's her fault. Thank you.
It's not her fault.
It's her fault, because she needs to tell them, look, nigga, you ain't getting it in.
You just might be sensitive and come too quick.
Okay, but then even that's the case, that means she needs to talk to him and say, hey, baby, what's going on?
Yeah. Everything is communication.
Communication. Okay. So again, it's her fault, and he might come, but then that don't mean round two ain't gonna be better, baby. Yeah, I'm just saying.
But not all men can do round two.
But that's still her fault, because if she stimulates him, he'd be ready for round two. Oh, baby, we got to get it in.
We really get it in after this. Yes. Now, you also the host of the G-Spot Talk Show, producer and host of Q Live, and also Lady Dre's Entertainment. Will you please tell us about these platforms and what's it geared around?
I am so sorry. I need to take a second. The grandbaby just walked in.
Okay.
Okay. So while she's away, let me just be me for a second, because I'm sitting up here, and I know the men are like, okay, when he gonna say something to defend us? Let me just say this right here, and sometimes, a lot of times, just like y'all say, a woman has to be stimulated. Women, right?
Mhm.
But sometimes, damn it, if she ain't shut up, I don't want to give her a second round. I just
Mm.
want to give her round one and go to sleep because she getting on my damn nerves. So sometimes it's a mental thing for men too, especially at a certain age, because I don't care how fine a woman is. If we hit it once, she ain't that fine no more.
Mm. Well,
Yeah,
Tiffany Cage says, yes, it is our fault because we should speak up. Closed mouths don't get fed.
and if she opened her mouth in the right way, she get fed all the time, baby. Yeah.
And that's what you're talking about, speaking into the mic.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Beatboxing.
If you put it that way, yes. If she's not speaking up, it's her fault. If he's not speaking up, it's his fault because we have we had the same questions on both sides.
Mhm.
So yes, if you're not saying, "Hey, I'm not getting it this way. Let's try something else, or let's try something different."
Yeah.
So yeah, if you put it that way, yes, it's the person's fault if they're not speaking up.
Yeah, and Michael Cortez says communication is always the key. I mean, we all ain't mind readers.
Exactly.
Right.
Marissa McKinney says you have to be with a man attentive enough to help the process because it is more mental and emotional for women.
Right.
Okay, can I say this though, from a man's perspective? I hear people say that, and I respect it. Now I'm not an expert in it like that, but I've seen some pillowcases, and I've seen some 50 thread, 500 thread count sheets before in my day, right? And a lot of times, again, it's just about being comfortable.
Mhm.
It's not about, in my opinion, I don't know, is because she said 80% of women. Now I don't know them women. I
Mhm.
don't, because I'm just, I'm nasty like that. But my my thing is communication is everything. So to me, sex starts before you hit the sheets.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It starts in complimenting her, saying little slick things like, "Hey, baby, look good." While she's in the kitchen cooking, you walk
Yes.
past her, you whisper in her ear, you pat her on the butt or whatever. Come on,
Yes.
baby, yeah. That's all foreplay. So
Mm.
when you get in the bedroom, there's times where before you even enter a woman, and Lady Dre, help me out if I'm wrong. Well, I've seen it, but I'm saying you can help me because this is your area. But before you, I'm just saying, so as before you even get into her, she done already released.
Mm.
Wait.
Go ahead. I was yeah. Uh-huh.
No, it froze. I didn't hear you.
Oh shit, girl! Look, we gonna need to fix your damn spectrum or whatever you got over there. So what? I hope can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
I
What
get
I
you now.
said is some women, because you have been putting it down or you have been making her feel comfortable, then before you even touch it, she didn't already released. Because
Yeah.
there's some women, you just grab a breast and she didn't just release. And that's why I was saying earlier it's her fault because either she don't want to hurt her man's ego,
Yep.
or she need to get her a man that's ego is strong enough to handle the fact that, hey, nigga, you ain't putting it down.
Mm.
And that's what it is. Sometimes it's like the grass isn't always green on the other side. So they love that person to death, but in the bedroom it's not hitting it off too well.
Right.
So a lot of women actually satisfy their own self when their mate is not home. The
Mm.
same as men. Men either satisfy themselves, or I don't like to say men and women because they both do the same thing, but either you take care of yourself or you take care of yourself in front of the person. It's a new adventure because sometimes I don't know what it is with couples. They can be together 20 years and are afraid to masturbate in front of each other. And they just don't know that is probably going to turn on the other person.
I know what
It's going to really turn on the other person.
Yes, yes.
But you know what, y'all? I've known women. That's pretty cool to say it like that. I've known women who are afraid of their own vagina. I mean, literally, there are some women who have never seen their own, smack madam. And I've taken the time out to help them shave because that afro got to go. Yeah, and come down there, yeah. Smack madam
You
look
don't like the natural.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it if it's trim.
He don't like a garden.
No, it can't be looking like James Head
with no garden.
You know what I'm saying? Like she looking like Florida Evans down there. You just saying, damn. Just ain't sexy. But And then they be having lint and toilet paper. Anyway, hold on, story.
It comes with the upbringing because
Yes.
especially in the Black community, it's almost like we were raised to be afraid of our vaginas.
Mhm.
And you should see sometimes when I'm talking and I'm talking about the vagina and the penis, everybody be like, oh, and I'm like, don't you have one? I got one. Like it's taboo.
Yeah.
So it's always one of them things where if you need to get a mirror and look at your vagina on a regular basis because you need to know what normal looks like. Because when it's not normal anymore, you can remember in the mirror what normal looked like at a young
What
age.
is normal? Because like I told Ray Cantget Right on the last show,
Okay.
I don't think they're cute. I just don't.
You don't think they're cute, but there's a lot of other people.
Well, first of all, you're a woman, so it ain't like I'm looking at a dick and saying, "Oh, that's cute." You know, that's some gay shit.
Then you look at a dick and go, "Yum yum."
Yeah, something wrong. Hold on, make sure we say this. I did not say that, Lady Dre. Don't have me like Tank. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. But I will say, Spicy, there are some ugly coochies. I've said it before. Like coochies is not ugly. It's like she said earlier, it's not well maintained.
It's beautiful. It's a rose.
No, baby. You know, all of them ain't no damn rose. Some of them got roses with thorns. How about that?
Well, yeah, but
I'll
you
meet
know
you in the
what?
middle.
There are still ways to fix those ugly vaginas. Like, you get those vaginas that have the dark lips and the dark anal areas. We have creams that are lightening creams just for intimate areas because they do turn colors. They do have, they do get ugly.
Invention.
They get ugly. They get wrinkly. Just like you take care of your face and your lotion, you got to take care of that too. So we say the same thing about the PC muscles. Your PC muscles is those muscles like when you go to urinate and you squeeze them and it stops you from urinating. You got to exercise those PC muscles. That helps with better intercourse.
Yes, it does.
It makes it tighter.
Just tighten on you, top of you. She go up and she come down. Bam! She just she just
I'm sorry, put them Kegel balls in there and go to work.
Hey, boy, get them in there. Yeah, man. Look here, boy.
Play with your girlfriends. You got your balls in. I do.
Tiffany Cage says Tank ass admitted he was not talking about women.
Well, Tank. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She also said, I think that it goes back to how we were taught. And if sex was taboo, then yeah, it will cause emotional problems.
Yes, and it does. And it all depends on who your mama was,
Her mama was
because
she had her.
They tell me nothing.
Everybody mama was goosing. Look, look. Everybody mama was goosing. Everybody mama had a little head every now and again. You don't want to think about your mama had some head gave your daddy some head. They came in your room and told you good night. Mwah. Good night, baby. Now you sitting up there with your little brother on your forehead because mama didn't spit. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go to the next question.
I mean, you asked me, hey, baby, you asked. I got my pajamas on. I got my pills. What y'all doing? Come on. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. What's the pills? What's in the pills?
Oh, but I got some pills for y'all tonight, just in case it's gonna, get hot up in here. I'm gonna take about 2-3 of them.
Some Viagra.
She came on here looking like a snipe.
It really just vitamins. I don't have Viagra, but I figured I just say it's Viagra because it's funny. But I have to say that people be like, "Oh, this nigga really take Viagra?" No, heifer, it's vitamins. You know what I'm saying? I put it down.
You know what? Not everybody that take Viagra has a problem. Some people just take it just to
it's not
stay
for
up
the need. Sometimes it's for the
5 hours.
Yeah. Yes.
They also have a women's Viagra now. That's for they help the women that have low sex drive.
Yes.
I haven't met anybody that actually used it, so I don't have a testimony on that. But I know that it is out there now.
Yeah. Now, you are also the host of the G Spot Talk Show, producer and host of Q Live One Radio, and founder owner of Lady Dre Entertainment.
Yes.
Will you please tell us about these platforms and what it's geared around?
When I started Lady Dre Entertainment, I actually it was back in like 2008. I had got laid off my job And I had to think about what I wanted to do because at that point I was tired of working for other people. So I decided to go into starting my own entertainment company because there was a lot of things happening around that time where people were doing shows and canceling and not refunding money. So I wanted San Antonio to know that there were still honest promoters and that they could trust them to either put on the show, refund the money, or just be on that level. So that's why I went into that business. And it was something that I've always wanted to do. So I started out when the NCO club was open and I did Raheem Devon. And that was my first show. And then I kind of ventured from there and just started doing all kind of stuff. I think the best thing that everybody remember me for are the male reviews.
Okay.
And the strippers.
Now, Times by Lady Dre clothing, which you're the owner of. What sort of clothing is advertised?
I have different things. I've always had this. Actually, it's home of the Naughty Apron. I came up with the Naughty Apron to try to bring the intimacy back into the kitchen. While you're cooking. You know, I have a couple of them that says, "Looking for something good to eat, taste the cook." So it just kind of gets your mind going sometimes when you're in the kitchen because you don't think about it. You get busy and everything gets normal. And I try to get it to where people think like, okay, I'm gonna wear this because I know if you read it, I know something's gonna happen. So
Now,
it's kind of a
some of your clothing geared towards fulfilling fantasies in the bedroom?
say again.
Does some of your clothing geared towards fulfilling fantasies in the bedroom? Like,
Um,
uh,
I won't say fulfilling fantasies as far as in the bedroom, but I try to make those sayings that people like want to say but won't say it, so you
mhm,
can wear it on your shirt. So
okay.
it's that kind of fantasy type thing.
Okay. Now,
So,
before we go to a musical break, is sex really an important part of a relationship?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Hell
I
yeah.
think it is, and when it comes to that part, it becomes an opinion because I know there are people that are happily married and don't have sex at all, and a lot, it just depends on the situations, what comes from that. It could be, medical issues between both people, just one person just willing to make the sacrifice for the other person. But to me, when it comes to sex in a relationship, if you don't have the intimacy, you lose that closeness. It's something that brings you together and keeps you together. Like even if when we say intimacy, even just kissing and hugging and holding hands or some type of affection, you have to have that in a relationship in order to keep that flame going. If not, you end up on he's on that side of the bed, you on that side of the bed. You wake up every morning, good morning, and you go to work, and it's almost like your roommates.
Mm. You have something to put into that, Ray?
Oh yes, oh yes. You want
Just
to?
get a commercial break.
Huh?
I tell people
And
like,
I kind of feel like this show, and I'm just gonna be real with y'all, because that's why you asked me earlier. Kind of seem like this is a woman show.
No.
Yeah,
you you feel like it's a woman show.
yeah. Right now, I'm listening to y'all, and everything is the women, 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 women. I'm like, okay, so what about the dudes?
No, you're hearing it from a women, but men have the same problem that the women do.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why
Yes,
I had to jump in
men
and get.
have low sex drive.
Well, you
And
cut me
I
off.
would tell you, I always tell couples like he's like his sex drive was high early in the relationship. I'm telling you, when that woman hit 45, 50, she gonna be off the chart. You better be ready. You better be exercising because her sex drive is gonna be up here and then yours goes down. At some point y'all gonna be right here, but then she's gonna be up here and you're gonna be like, what happened to you? For some reason, when we hit that age bracket, our hormone levels just skyrocket.
Mhm.
And then that's when you're tired. You know, I'm trying to work. I got to go to work in the morning. She always wanted. That's when the toys come into play. You're tired. You take the toy. You take care of her, close the top, you can go to sleep. It's like a back and forth thing. You look at me like you don't believe me.
Well, I'm 48 and I date in that range.
Mm.
But again, it was okay. So let me just keep it 100. So the beginning of the show, it was women, women, women. If y'all not, we not in y'all head, we not in y'all head. If we not making you feel a certain way, then of course, then y'all not turned on. Believe it or not, after a certain age with a man, y'all start getting on our damn nerves. We're not turned on either. So
see, that's the question I have after this break, because that's one of the questions.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like, sometimes they just get on our
Vice
nerves,
versa.
and that's
Yeah,
why we got a side chick that we giving it to, but we're not giving it to our wife.
and we get into that part right after the break.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
Okay, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and take a music break right now, and we're gonna bring to y'all Street Legend presenting Lala Maria and Sex Appeal.
You're listening to FTG Records. Boy, you got my mind playing tricks, 'cause you're not here with me. I really wish you were. Got me laying in this cold bed, feeling no chemistry, 'cause you're not here with me. Feeling on my body, got me feeling naughty. Doing for a play to get it all started. Body slipping, sliding, dripping wet from the sweat of body gets. When we make love, baby, sensual seduction. You got the sex appeal, the way my body feels. Sensual seduction, the way you rolling on me, baby. Sensual seduction. You got the sex appeal, the way my body feels. Sensual seduction, the way you roll it on me, baby.
She keep on texting me, talking sexually. How she missing me, deeply kissing me. Got her going crazy in the morning, reminiscing her body yawning. Out of her body, I'm touching her body, she touching my body, we out about it. Women long days, you kiss shit and loving you the long way. Calling out my name from the passenger plane. Got your straight jacket, got you going insane. And I got back, 'cause I know you like that. Like, Charlie knows she like it back. Charlie won't be back. Cock it back, slow. Lay her down, slow. And put on her favorite song. Baby, let your hair down. Slow songs in the background. And your body my playground. Pass it up and down, that don't make it sound like
Sensual seduction, sensual seduction. You got the sex appeal, the way my body feels. Sensual seduction, the way you rolling on me, baby. Sensual seduction. You got the sex appeal, the way my body feels. Sensual seduction, the way you roll it on me, baby. Sexual ambitions, come in such positions, feeling, licking and kissing. Boy, you got me yearning for you. Ooh, yeah.
that was Miss Lala Maria. Now, before we actually get to my next question, because we actually gonna get into it now, we're gonna play something from Mr. Cantget Right, because we actually have a question from his CD that he has out now, which is available on our platforms.
Called The Love Doctor. It's not
Right.
Can't Get Right. It's called The Love Doctor. Okay.
Okay, The Love Doctor.
As you look for Can't Get Right, you're gonna be like, that ain't it. So I got you. It's called The Love Doctor.
Okay.
And Ray Can't Get Right Sorrell presents The Love Doctor, found on all streaming platforms, and the numbers are pretty good right now. Yeah.
You're real good, real good.
I was saying, I'm scared. Scared.
Congratulations.
I'm scared what she about to play. Come here, young player. Oh, I hit this girl. She looked better than new money at the end of the month. Let me tell you what happened. Man, she was fatter than frog hair. You should have warned the brother. I had a woman, but I didn't care. You see, baby, I'm the love doctor. Maybe you should know. I had to go there. See her backside. Made me want to backslide. I'm a sinner, baby. I had to get inside those thick thighs. Come on now. Finger licking like church's chicken. Dang, I'm hungry. Horizontal fellowship is what I'm after. Amen, church. Too wet, baby, like a natural disaster. George Bush. Somebody call FEMA.
2 minutes ain't enough. Ooh. 2 minutes ain't enough. Ooh. 2 minutes ain't enough. Yeah. Ooh. 2 minutes ain't enough. 2 minutes ain't enough.
I thought I was gonna stand up in it. Man, this is good. But only after 2 minutes. Sit down, boy. I was down for the count. Somebody help this player out. Man down. Her smack madam was like Debo. I swear I don't want no more. That's my bike, Paul. Coochie like this will make a sane man crazy. Make you want to shoot up the club and give a whole bunch of babies. But I'm the love doctor, and I ain't playing that game. Let me grab my shoes. Put my pink gators before she be wearing my name.
2 minutes ain't enough.
Wasn't my fault, it was too good, baby. Good Lord, it's some good stuff.
2 minutes ain't enough.
You gonna have me addicted to this like crack, baby. Woo, but your crack is better, baby.
2 minutes ain't enough.
God dang, did your kids come from that? They probably slid right on out, baby.
2 minutes ain't enough.
Oh, I'm on some more, baby, but I'm down for the count. Where's my blue pills at, baby?
2 minutes ain't enough.
I didn't mean to disrespect, but you got that wet. I'm not trying to be a too many man. Please, baby, understand. 2 pump chump. I don't know how to say.
2 minutes ain't enough.
Girl, you must got a slip and slide. What the hell you got inside?
2 minutes ain't enough.
I can't handle it, baby. Call my mama, call my daddy. Call Bishop Jakes.
2 minutes ain't enough.
I just got baptized. Oh, Lord, am I still a sinner?
2 minutes ain't enough.
120 seconds, you should have got that, baby. Don't get mad because I beat you to the punch, girl.
2 minutes ain't enough.
All right, all right. Love it, love it. Can't get right. Can you fill us in with description behind that song?
Oh, well, first of all, people say I be bashing women
Mm.
because I be telling the truth about women be using their coochie to get a free meal. So I wrote that song because I know there's some dudes out there that act like they be putting it down, but them niggas don't be putting it down. Just like Lady Dre was saying, that's why she got a job, because some niggas ain't putting it down. They say they putting it down. They might be having the right package, yeah, but they don't have the right personality. Yeah. So
Mm.
anyway, when we went in the studio, shout out to Legacy City, La La, with a beautiful voice in the background. Um, Sometimes people think they're doing something they're not. And so in the song, Lala just basically saying, look, nigga, 2 minutes ain't enough. Like, I know you know, but the man's also trying to explain himself. Like, it's really a parody because he's like, I'm going to stand up in it, but after 2 minutes, sometimes the coochie is real good. Now, we have a second part to that, round two, but we're going to release that.
As long as it's a round two, as long as you come back around, it's okay.
Mm.
But that's not the truth, though. Sometimes 2 minutes is fun.
Don't like cookies.
What?
One thing is one thing I always tell people when they come across a guy that it comes so fast, it might be because it was really good. So don't take that as he's a minute man. Always give him a second or a third chance, because once he's comfortable with you, then he can control. It's like he might have wanted you for so long, and the minute he touched it, it was over. And you be like, oh, he ain't coming back over here. But it was just his excitement. He couldn't hold it. So, you got to give him a kind of a second or third chance. After the third or fourth time, it's like, what, this is him.
And the flip side to that, because we're talking about sex, yeah. The flip side to that is sometimes women are very boring, and I'm not saying that's an excuse for 2 minutes, but some women think because they're pretty, like that's why I like ugly women, right? Because real pretty women, they just want to lay there and look pretty. Ooh, I'm pretty. Nobody care about that. Nobody care. Like, give me an old ugly Flavor Flav looking woman, and we gonna get down. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't care what she look like. She make ugly. She make them faces, and she don't even care because she already ugly. She was ugly when she laid down. So ugly women have the best sex. That's what I believe. I'm not saying it's across the board, but every time I mess with a 10, I promise you I was counting the 10 when I was having sex with her. I'm like, let me get this. And she can say what she wants to. I'm like, baby, I saw you naked. That's all that matters. I know what your areolas look like. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, I've had conversations with men from their 40s to the 60s, even at work, believe it or not. And
the post office, a little freak.
there's a
She got all serious, right? She said, well, look, I had questions. I had talk conversations. You're all serious, Spicy. That ain't who you are. I know who you is. You nasty like me, Spicy. I don't know why you got on this show. You want to be all serious.
Everybody is.
A comedian that's nasty on the show, and you want to be serious. It was you, Lady Dre. You like, I've had conversations with nigga. We don't talk like that.
It's the quiet ones.
We had discussions at work, and these men ranging from 40 to 60. I'm gonna ring your neck.
Okay, that's Spicy. That's the nigga I know. There we go. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
They were ranging from 40 to 60 years old, and what got me was the fact that they say when you get to a certain age, you don't want to do all that foreplay. You just want to get right to it, get it done, and be gone. Is that true, Ray?
Hell no. No, I like, man, I'm nasty. Look, ain't nothing more. First of all, and I say this, and no offense to nobody else, but anybody know me, know I love women, right? But I love black women. Ain't nothing like a black woman. Ain't nothing most sexy a black woman. Nothing against anybody else. Other people are beautiful also. But I love my queens. You know what I'm saying? I like it chocolate black, so black where she blue. You throw salt on her back, she like outer space. That's sexy to me. You know what I'm saying? And man, to lay a woman down and watch her react to what you're doing and tasting her and touching her and I don't do whipped cream. That's 18, 19-year-old. Get some popsicles.
After some fried pork chops.
Come on, man. Get some Vicks Vapor Rub, put it in a certain spot. Look, I'm nasty. It's things that you can do. You don't need all that ice and stuff. Nigga, I'm nasty. I get a fat girl, put pork chops on her. For real. Like, we get it in. But some guys are just lazy. And then you got to ask yourself, why are you lazy? For instance, have you been to the gym lately? You know, do you have, are you just a fat, lazy dude? Because let me say this right here. There's a difference between being in shape and being in sex shape. Lady Dre, am I right?
Yeah.
Sex
Right.
shape is a whole different thing because you have some women who can't get on top of you and ride because they just want to put their
They
fat
out of
body
shape.
on you. They ain't got no knee power. Oh, I got arthritis in my left knee. Heifer, you better get some CBD oil and pour it on there or something. Because come on, man. Look here. It's women can't do doggy style because her knees hurt. Come on, man. Like, same thing with men. Oh, my knee hurt. Nigga, get in shape. Lose some weight. Quit drinking beer. Say no at the table sometimes.
Mm.
You know, I always say one thing that a lot of men don't know is if they remember that they had a nice sized penis when they were younger, as they got older and, you know, gained the weight, you know, they was like the penis started disappearing. So it's not even out there as much, but for every 20 to 30 pounds that you lose, especially of stomach fat, you gain about an inch of penis back. So the more you keep losing weight, you actually can gain your penis back to.
But I like this.
Look at spicy face. Look at spicy face. Look at spicy face.
I love a man with a gut. That's just a turn on to me.
Yeah, but if he get rid of the gut, he gonna have more penis.
Well, and I don't know about that part. That's something y'all ladies can talk about because I don't know. But one thing I do know is that you have to be in shape. You have to, because I'm sure no woman want no man all sweating on top of after 30 seconds of having to say, she's like, get your fat ass off of me. You know what I'm saying?
You be like, did you just sweat on my forehead?
Because you be sitting up there looking for the coochie. I'm like, well, which hole is it? You looking at it and you got all these wrinkles down. That ain't sexy. Don't nobody want to see no. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll goose your stomach if I have to. If you got enough wetness in that crease, I will make your belly button bust. I just need you to know that. Your belly button will pop. Yes, the belly button going to squirt. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, okay. Tiffany says, flip me shit. Okay, well.
Okay, let me add to what he said, though.
Okay.
And those men that are saying like, I just want to like get in, get out. You know, you're looking at people that have sex 3 to 5 times a week. You don't want the whipped cream and all of that every single day. Right. You know, that's good for like maybe when the weekend come, when you got time, nobody goes to work the next day, take your time. But if you like, it's Monday, you know how Mondays are at work. Like, what's the best stress reliever?
Less than one.
Get it in, get it out. Time to go to bed. You know, but so that's
blaming it on the age. They're like, I'm too old for all this.
They say that now.
Men, and only
are they married?
But as me as a woman, I can say as I got older, because I'm 50 now, and my sex drive and my experimental part is just like up the roof.
Yeah.
Yes,
younger.
Yeah,
I'm 50. We was getting it in. You know, I'm engaged now.
Yes, we got
that. We got a ring on it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes, this is my baby right there. I'm Mr. Ollie. When I tell you, when this first happened, like even before, I'm telling you, we were going 4 to 5 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't say a week. I said a day. Once we got used to each other and everything, it kind of slowed down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, okay, it been a week. Hold up. How we go from 5 times a day to a week? Mm-hmm. And we got into he go to work, he get off at 11 o'clock at night. You know, I'm working from home. So I'm like, oh, trust me, I just go take it. He's in there knocked out sleep. I just go in there, pull the covers back. You know, I tell everybody how, you know, I have this wonderful man, like, you know, he's the old school man. He washes my car. You know, I wake up, he done wash the clothes. You know, he done did the yard. You know, I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't know they made him like this anymore. And I said, the least I can do is have his dick in my mouth every morning when he wake up.
God damn it.
Marissa McKinney says sexy time doesn't always have to be a production. It can be sometimes just be the great stress reliever.
Yes.
Can I be me for a second? Just for a second.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so shots fired real fast, right? Some women don't understand how important oral sex is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you just said some lady, Dre, that I don't know if women understand. Well, let me say it like this. I don't know if Black women understand how important a good blowjob is to a man. Because damn, Spicy, did you lick your lips? Damn, this nigga just got.
I just had a visual of one man that his knuckles, his feet, his toes,
Right,
just
yeah.
knuckles popped, and it was like
A good
They're like
blowjob.
Jurassic Park.
A good blowjob. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I had a woman, and I'm about to go to the bar. I'm about to go to Uptown 78, shout out to Uptown 78, and I'm about to go up there and have a drink. She said, "Hold on, before you leave, come here." And
That's
empty me
right.
out. And she emptied me out. I said, "All right,
Drain
go
it.
have a good time. Go have a good time." When he got a warm towel, clean me up the whole nine. Hey, baby, gonna have a good time. So the whole time I'm at the bar, I'm talking to my dudes and everything else, but I'm thinking about getting back to that mouth.
And you probably had the boy like, ooh.
Yes. They sit up there, "Hey man, you all right?" "I'm good." So a good blowjob, like what you just said, Lady Dre. And again, I think somebody, Lady Dre, you said earlier about
He put a
it's
ring on
earlier
it.
about communication. A
mhm.
man has to tell a woman, "Look, you ain't," because I tell a woman, "What if your mouth is dry, baby? Yeah, don't put that in. I don't put my dick in that. Like I don't put my dick in no desert." You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I talk to her. And same thing. If I'm down there, I'm like, "Hey, am I doing this right? Do you like this right here? You want this more? Do you want a finger? No finger. Some women don't like fingers. You want me to squeeze? You want me to, and you just have to communicate and make it fun. But
Right.
I was saying about those men who were talking about, they too old for this. What it is, they didn't got complacent,
Yeah.
because you have to, if you love your woman, then you want to satisfy her in all areas of her life. That's
Yeah.
spiritually, financially, sexually, and emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And if you doing that, I promise you, you have old Miss Bertha from the church just sucking your dick all night long, baby, and singing hymns. I woke up
Taking her
this
teeth out.
morning with
Hold on,
my mind.
baby.
Yeah, take it.
Now, before we go to answer the question about depriving one another, you also offer these cruises. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Actually, I don't offer the cruise. Actually, I go. The name of the organization is called the Grown and Sexy Cruise.com. And the owner, his name is Keith Jones. And back in 2012, when I first started with Bedroom Candy, he gave me the opportunity to do my bedroom candy parties on the cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me a conference room at 2 o'clock in the morning after one of our parties. And in my mind, I'm like, ain't nobody coming here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
When I tell you it was standing room only, they couldn't even get through the door. And every year he gives me the opportunity, and my rooms got bigger and bigger to where I ended up on stage in one of the theaters on the ship. And I had to change the name from Bedroom Candy by Lady Dre to Let's Talk About Sex with Lady Dre, because the men were like, "Oh, that's a toy party. I can't go." One thing with Candy Birds was we invite men to come to our parties. Men used to be excluded from the toy parties years ago.
Yep.
We invite them because they need to know what's going on and that it's not a replacement and what it'll do, the enhancement to it. On top of that, it gave people an opportunity to come to the mic and ask questions that we don't really get answers to.
Okay.
And I want to add on to what Ray was saying. Dr. Rachel had this saying she always told us that a great head will get your car note paid, but
Amen.
amazing head will get you a house.
Yes, it will.
I want to
I will marry the hell out you.
give me the house.
And I want to show you an image. On one of the things when we was talking about, oral sex, and this is for the ladies. It's a picture of a penis, so I hope nobody's offended. But when you're focusing on the penis, I don't even know if you can see it.
Yeah,
This area right here is called the frenulum. Focus on that area, like as your oral sexing, rub it up and down with your tongue. That's the most sensitive part of the penis. That's what's going to get you a house. So as your oral sexing, make sure it's that pointing part of the penis right under the hood. Focus on that part right there when you're giving head.
Okay.
I see Ray's licking his lips, so it must have been kind
Oh,
of.
shit. It's the phone call. Y'all tripping.
Yes. We have a
But
snippet.
you're right. I agree with you 100%. I'm sorry.
We have a snippet we want to show of one of your cruises there where you was having one of these grown and sexy.
Love it.
What was going on in that scene there?
So what I do is I get a couple and I blindfold the man because I take away one of his senses, which make all of his other senses heighten up. So he think I asked the wife for permission to seduce her husband, but he doesn't know it's actually his wife that came and actually sat in his lap and was doing all of that. And by the time she sat down and he really thought he pulled my hair. I was like, oh Jesus. And by the time I blindfold them, everybody's laughing because they knew what was going on. And he's looking around, but what he did, the minute he got back to his seat, he was scared because he's like, I done grabbed a
Yeah.
and he looked at his wife and he said, baby, that was you, right? So it was just something to show the people how to, spice it up. So there were other couples that went back to their room and the guy was like, man, my wife got a chair off the balcony. And he was like, what you doing? And she tied me down. And she was like, if Lady Dre ever get you to volunteer, I want you to know what these hips are like. And he got a whole show in the room. So I heard that throughout the whole cruise. So just that little demonstration, it put the thought in other couples' minds, and they actually went back to the room and did it. So that's kind of what it's for.
Yeah. Now I had a woman want me to pull her hair, but it was on the dresser. So I was like, you get off the dresser. Then I can pull it for you. Go ahead, get it.
So you can pull this hair, but if I got a wig on, I know.
She's like, don't you touch that wig. That's my
Now,
trick
wait,
wig.
let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you went to pull her hair while you were having sex and it came off,
I pulled the track out before. Yeah.
That happened to me before.
no, I'm talking about the whole wig.
Well, see, the thing about it, I'm a barber, so I recognize the tracks, the wig, the whole nine. But I ain't gonna lie, I have pulled one girl wig, and it was funny because when we switched positions, the wig would like turn to the side, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that it looked weird. But I'm stupid, right? So I'm laughing, and she's on top, she's doing her thing, and I'm trying to touch her face. She think I'm trying to be romantic. I'm trying to make that wig turn back right. I was like, that's too slow. I was like, hey, yeah, girl, yeah. And I'm just trying to, and I'm like, you need to tighten up on them bobby pins and stuff. Them bobby pins ain't working for you. Bobby pins.
You know what? That's actually one of the complaints that I have with the men when they talk about not having the connection in the bedroom with the relationship. Because once we get into relationships, we end up with the bonnets and, we don't wear the makeup and we don't do all the things we did to get them. And then he looking at us every night, plain Jane, it's a turnoff.
Yes.
And they're not attracted. So they're not going to initiate, having sex like they used to. Sometimes I do the whole nine. Y'all see I got the eyelashes on right now. Oh, I'm getting me something tonight. I got all this on. I'm putting it to work. But I want him to be able to look at.
He's ready. He's ready. He got his on. Already going.
Oh, y'all, he already came in here.
but what she said is so true because again, and there's nothing against the toys. I'm not against toys. It's fun sometimes, but sometimes if a woman needs toys, just needs toys constantly, it probably means something's not going on with the man. He's not doing something, and that's why they feel like they're not being. They're being replaced because they haven't communicated. And just my opinion that they haven't communicated and saying, "Okay, baby, I understand we use the vibrator a couple times a week, but I don't want to play with no toys now. I just want to, get it in. And she may not be able to get there because she has not taught him where her spot is at. He has not taught him what parts to lick and touch. Because when you was talking earlier about the male penis, I was smiling because I'm like, okay, yeah, because that's our click. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes men don't even know where to click at. I'm like, nigga, you don't know. I don't know, nigga. I just lick the walls. Nigga, ain't no, nigga. You better
No,
Google.
you're absolutely right. But I'm gonna tell you, it's not. If I take the frenulum and I'm rubbing it with my tongue, he's gonna come eventually. But if I take this vibrator with a whole different vibration than what my tongue can do and put it on your frenulum, you might shoot and hit the ceiling because it was a different vibration.
Yeah.
So it's not about, he's not doing it. They're totally different.
Yeah.
Like a woman, the hardest, the best orgasm a woman can have is the one she give herself. Like the one the man give me is good, but the one that I give myself, it topped that one. That's just how it is. It's nothing about, I don't need him to try to match that because he can't. That's just something that I can do to myself.
Okay. Yeah.
And he can't do that to me. This vibrator can make you feel a whole different way because of the vibration. Not that my tongue give me a different one, which I'm gonna still come, but this is gonna give me a different one where I'm gonna still come too. So it's just switching it up and changing it up.
And you're the first woman I've ever heard even say that the vibrator sometimes is for the man also. I've never heard
yes.
I've never heard that before.
One of the things that you have to do is you have to put it on the lowest setting. So I always say when you're putting it on the balls, you don't want to make them babies retarded.
Don't do
But
that.
you just gotta put it on. You just put. I'm just joking. I'm joking. You don't want to shake them up too much. But no, it's for both men and women. This right here, it might look like a lipstick, but if I take this and I'm gonna tell you the little space between the anal and the testicles, that part right there, that's your little magic spot right there. If you take that and you rubbing it while you oral sexing a man, and with the feeling at the same time, and you rub on that little spot and you start pushing it at the right time, you're gonna do two things. He gonna come or he gonna shoot across the room. That's just this just that spot right there.
Wow.
If I use this in that area, and men are kind of, this is kind of a danger zone to men, but your G spot is in your anal area. So a lot of men, the only men that I really talk to, besides the gay men, that would allow a woman to venture into that area to find to find your G spot, is the ones that are married. A married man will let his wife do it. But we have to get away from, oh, he's gay because he wanted me to stick my finger in his anal. No, that's where his G spot is at. If you want that house.
I don't think I'm buying no houses no time soon. But, I'm not doubting what you're saying, but yeah, we're good.
Okay.
But I'm not married either, so everybody just goose me.
See, that's that open door where you have a lot to venture out with.
Because I had a prostate exam, and it didn't feel like I wanted to buy my doctor
That's
a
not
house.
the same.
I didn't want to buy that nigga no house, and plus he had big hands, and I think
that's not the same thing.
Damn, Doc, why your hands so damn big? I'm sorry.
And I would tell you, whether it's anal sex or vaginal sex, you have to be lubricated. You have to be, we self-lube ourselves, but sometimes women don't, self-lube enough. The wetter the better. The wetter the better.
Amen.
And it actually helps with you not getting like sexually transmitted diseases. Because like with HIV, when you're rubbing the skin, you can rub the skin without penetrating and get HIV because you made an abrasion on the skin. Yeah. So that's where the transfusions come from, the transactions. So if it's wet, it don't have time to rub. So it's just a sloppy, slippery,
Amen.
wonderful.
Amen.
I
Amen.
know the
It's amen. I call it baptizing the dick. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. I wasn't
Thank
supposed
you,
to.
Tiffany. Thank you. She said, but I don't do anal.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ever do anal, make sure you use water-based lubricant. If you hear him like got that dog a spit to help, flip over. No spit, no lotion, no nothing. And a lot of women don't do anal because it's painful because you're not using the right lubricant. And the woman has to control it. You need to like back up on the penis. Don't let him put it in. You control it to where it gets to where, okay, I'm comfortable with that. Let me back up a little more. And inch by inch, you put a little bit in. You don't let him do it. You just let him stand there. He's going to be excited for about an hour because he's going into the area that he ain't been before. So you can take all night if you want to. Because in his mind, he's like, ooh, once he get in, oh my, ooh. That's what he waiting on. So you let him do it for you.
I mean, everybody, people like what they like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not my thing.
Now,
That was just the main thing. It was mainly because they tried it, they try to ram it up in there, and it makes an experience that women don't want to try it again.
right.
It's really nice with somebody that you really like and want to be with and enjoy being with that person. It's a new adventure, and it's something that they will both enjoy by doing it the right way.
Okay. Now I know Ray spoke earlier about the side chick. Now, with being a certified sexualist, you have women with certain issues, and they don't have a drive because of those issues. But the man, you cannot say that he could go cold turkey only because she had these issues. In a relationship, what could you tell the man and the woman together? Because she won't give it up to him, but he has needs.
Right. And again, it's a two-sided situation. Women have the same problem when their man is, he can't get it up and he can't have sex anymore. So it all comes down to communication. It's like you can't expect that person just to say, okay, I'm done. I won't have it since you won't give it to me. I don't want it either. You can't expect somebody to just crumble. And the people have. But if you don't come to an actual communication on how you're going to handle the situation, you're going to have the other person stepping out. And then when you find out he's stepping out, then it's going to be you're angry, you want a divorce, but then you got to remember because you cut yourself off, you cut him off too.
So
He wasn't ready to be cut off.
yeah.
So you have to come to an understanding where maybe give it to me once a week if he's okay with that. That this is the main, problem that comes from divorce. It's because well she didn't want to give me none or he didn't want to give me none. And I'm sorry, like I said, we're in our 50s. My sex drive is high.
Mm-hmm.
So first the communication got to come. And then you have to come to a solution. Whether it's I'll just oral sex you, until how long? Till I get okay, I need more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a physical person. I want the action. I want so that's only going to last for so long. So it's all a communication process. And then find out what is the problem why your sex drive is down. It could be diabetes that you don't even know that you have.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something that can be fixed. So you have to go find out what it is first. And if it's something that is like not fixable, then you have to try to come up with how are we going to handle this.
Right.
And I know some people do allow their mates to have other people in order to fix the situation. I've even talked to people that have brought the person into the home. I've dated guys that said, I got my girls at home, but she said it's okay because I like you. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, no, like I don't need to share. So be open. That's all I gotta say. Be open with both the person if you bring home and the person that's at home. You know, whether it's male or female. Like, hey, I got this person. You know, sometimes the person just want to watch because they know that they can't perform. But mentally, they get off from watching. Like, we're in a whole new world now that's open. That, you know, some people are not comfortable with it. Some people are. You know, you have your swingers, you have your non-swingers. So, you know, no judgment here. I can't.
Now, we'll go to our next break, and Ray could probably answer this as well, because, like I said, I'm not a man, I don't know. But how do you learn a man who isn't sexually pleased like the past man?
Hold on, what do you mean by that?
Say, for instance, like I knew how to please the last man. Things that I did to him, I knew how to turn him on. So now you're in a different relationship with a total different man.
You learn together.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's the same way you first learn with that first man. You learn the same way that you start from ground zero. Sometimes if you like, you watch him masturbate. That way you know how fast or how slow you watch him do it. That way you like, okay, I see how he like it, and then you kind of copy what he did and add to it, and then they'll tell you communication. Hey, you know what? You know, I don't like it. You know, you kind of scrape me with your teeth. You know, whatever it was, communicate. I knew you was gonna say something.
That's real.
It's all communication. That's like my key word every time I, you know, talk communication. You know, if you like it, like, hey, babe, do that thing again you did last night. You know, you gotta let that person know because that's gonna make them feel good. Like, oh, I tried this and he liked it. You know, and I will add one of the things that I like to tell people is when you like with your oral sexing, you know, the pop rocks, the little candy pop rocks. Put some of those in your mouth and oral sex them.
Yeah,
I heard it with the green, the
green apple.
The chewing gum, because I guess it has like that minty, leaves that minty feeling in your mouth.
but it burns.
Yeah, and then it'll leave it on there on the penis too.
But
Like the pop rock,
it might burn though.
Pop around it while you're oral sexing it.
See, that's them gangster niggas. I don't want my dick to pop. Like,
it ain't popping.
Play it, girl. I'm just.
But I have to say that because somebody is listening to you and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want my popping either."
Says Ray can't get right. Like
they be like, "One get in the middle, what's gonna happen?" You know.
Got firecrackers on my dick. I'm sorry. But to answer the question, to add to what Lady Dre said, just talk. And see, here's the thing I've learned about a lot of people, men and women. We're scared to say what we like.
Exactly.
That's not even just in sex. It's anything in life. It's like we're scared to hurt people's feelings by just tell them, look, I don't like that. I don't like the way you treated me. I don't like the way you talked to me. I don't like the way you handled me. I think sometimes the way that we communicate with one another is everything. You know what I'm saying? And these women, you know, a lot of people think it's all about having, you know, a what they call that, a apple bottom and flat stomach. No, it's all about communication. Because men can nut in wet mud. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, give me some warm, wet mud. I'm going to bust. You know what I'm saying? But if you communicate with me, if you make me feel sexy, you make me feel attractive, then I promise you, I'm gonna give you whatever you want. Because if you don't feel guilty for busting too fast, that means you don't really like that woman.
Yeah.
But that's just me, because because I just believe in communication. Like Lady Dre said, I believe in talking to them. And sometimes it hurts people's feelings because sometimes you tell them in the nicest way. I can't believe you told me that.
They get offended real quick.
I'm not going to get undressed with you if you're gonna keep. I'd rather watch paint dry than have sex with some of the women I've had sex with. And I'll try to talk to them like, baby girl, you know, you can throw it back. You know, you can move. You can. I'm just gonna lay here and look at you. What the hell? You know how goofy that is. You sit up there and she just looking at you. It sound like one of the movies. I'm like, that ain't even.
Well, that's the upbringing. You gotta remember, we didn't go to school for this. And you have men that do not want you to do anything. I had a guy years ago that he wouldn't even let me get on top. And I'm like this was boring.
Yes.
Like it was the same missionary position, and I was bored. It didn't last long.
It was like Color Purple. He just get on top of me. And
he did his business. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what it felt like. Yeah. And he was like really going to town. Like he was, I'm sitting there going like it wasn't a turn on. There was nothing. There was really no foreplay. Mm-hmm. It was dry.
Can I say something real fast?
Yes.
I want to help the ladies out. I get a bad reputation on how they say I'm hard on women. So let me help the women out. Man, y'all really ain't hurting the women with your dick. Cause they be acting like they just doing all kind of shit. They just, I toe up and nigga, if you're
80%
and if your dick ain't 8 pounds 4 ounces, you ain't did shit. I just know. Men need to know that. Yeah, she might have oochie ouchie, but I promise
that is not true.
Okay.
That is not. Do not listen to him.
What if she haven't had it in a long time?
That is not true.
Okay. But this nigga be every night. You with the same woman, you hurting her every night. The coochie, no.
I'm sorry. Like honestly, the more I get it, the tighter I get. Everybody ain't. You
got the balls. You working with the balls. You like the balls.
Some women get looser every time they get it. So no vagina is the same. No vagina is the same. You go in there like, hey.
Coochies, yes. Hello.
That is not true. Because you have different size penises. Mm. And you might have a penis that hits the bottom or stretches the walls. Because like I talked to someone, they want to give their husband head, but their jaw doesn't open up wide enough. So, sometimes you got to work on.
She better eat some pickles. She better suck on some pickles.
Sometimes you got to just work on the tip of it. Because sometimes it don't fit in your mouth, but you still want to give him that oral sex pleasure. So, yeah, sometimes you get them penises that every time you have sex, you be like, I ain't giving him none today. I'm sore. Yeah.
Mouth is cracked.
Well, she needs to do some exercises.
I've never said that, but, I understand. I understand.
Broke her back.
You got some dick that you can feel in your stomach.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Yeah, you have some 12 and 13 inchers out there, and I would tell you, lubricant is your best friend. Some women look at me like that's not gonna fit. It'll fit.
If a baby come out of there, it's gonna fit.
Yeah, it'll fit. You just have to make sure you lubed up. Take your time. Go slow. Anything that's shoved in, it's gonna hurt.
If you seen some of these babies' heads, you know it's gonna fit. Because I ain't seen some waterhead ass babies.
That's why you gotta scrape the baby head. You gotta.
You see, all mine is cesarean, so I didn't have to go through that experience.
I said I goose belly buttons too, baby. Yeah.
We're gonna go to a musical break, and right now is Legacy. Got me all messed up. Street Legend presents Lala Maria in Love Potion.
I am slipping off emotions. Got me tripping with emotions. I am dripping yellow potions. What you do to me, what you do to me, what you do to me. I am slipping off emotions. Got me tripping with emotions. I am dripping yellow potions. What you do to me, what you do to me, what you do to me. Yeah. I get these weird feelings when I'm near you. When I'm with you, feel connected to you. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Got me feeling for your chocolate in the midst of the night. Hershey's kisses, boy, your kisses make me wanna be your missus. Your love concoction, this potion got me tripping. I am slipping in the arms of a strong black king. I just XCX, we bond on everything. You're my addiction, babe. You're the ocean. Trip, trip, tripping. With emotion. Drip, drip, dripping. You're the potion. Slip, slip, slipping of emotion. Trip, trip, tripping with emotion. I slip, slip, slipping of emotions. Got me trip, trip, tripping with emotions. I am trip, trip, tripping in the potions. What you do to me, what you do to me, what you do to me. I am slip, slip, slipping off emotions. Got me trip, trip, tripping with emotions. I am trip, trip, tripping in the potions. What you do to me, what you do to me, what you do to me.
You got me mesmerized, yeah. You strong black queen by any means. Giving any and everything to hear your heart sing. Take me out this world, I'm on your ad lib. I'm not tripping about your exes, they just practice pose. Don't mean to spook you. Tour through the city on that legacy route, dude, yeah. Baby girl, you do you. I love nobody else. It's okay to be yourself. Go.
Emotion, trip, trip, trip with emotion. Trip, trip, trip in the potion. Slip, slip, slipping off your motion. Trip, trip, tripping with emotion. Slip, slip, slipping off your motions. Got me trip, trip, tripping with emotions. I am trip, trip, tripping in the potions. What you do to me, what you do to me, what you do to me. I am slip, slip, slipping off your motions. Got me trip, trip, tripping with emotions. I am trip, trip, tripping in the potions. What you do to me, what you do to me, what you do to me.
Street Legend presenting Lala Maria. Now, I have a question, and I know Ray's going to jump into this because I've always been curious because I tried to introduce it. Why are some men so rejective of handcuffs?
Nigga, we black. no nigga want to be tied up. Nigga, we black. I mean, we want some thug. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to answer that? No, he tied me up. I don't know. First of all, because we know how women crazy. Like most of us like a woman that's a little crazy, and we don't know if we did something wrong. And I'm gonna let your ass put me in some handcuffs. Now I'm sitting up here tied up. You got my cell phone. Telling me what's the password? Nah,
no, she needs your finger. Oh no, all she need to do is put the phone in front of his face.
See what I'm saying? No. I guess the rebuttal question was, why would you need to tie him up? I mean, how much
bondage? Bondage.
It's a thing you want to do to turn you on. Something that you fantasize. I don't know. But I found.
Would you let a man tie you up?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what? Anybody that gets tied up, make sure you trust that person.
I got
to make sure you trust the person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's a thing of taking the control away from the person, and a lot of times men always want to be in control. Mm-hmm. So when someone talks about putting the handcuffs on them, it's automatically, no. But when you take the control away from the person, it's like you have complete control over everything that you're doing to them and they can't stop you. So that's one way women that want that orgasm, but always, in their mind, we stop it. Mm-hmm. If you're bonded down to the bed and can't move, you can't stop him from what he's doing in order to give you that orgasm, and you'll actually have one.
Right.
And it's the excitement of being tied down and can't move.
I didn't have a tummy down one time. that bitch robbed me. Like she tied me down and robbed me. I'm
I
like,
said you gotta trust the person.
Sure.
it's a joke, Spicy.
Oh.
You step on my jokes one more damn time. Oh my.
Loshonda R. Johnson said, I will swallow before I get tied up.
You swallow anyway. What's wrong with you?
Hey, it's good for you. It's full of zinc, vitamin B12,
Pineapples.
magnesium.
The skin.
If you can stomach it, swallow it. You know what you're swallowing.
Yes.
There could be some extra stuff in there you don't want.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ask you a question, Spicy? I'm sorry. Like the bondage thing. Now I have had women say, "Don't touch me." Like put your hands up because I wouldn't let them tie me up, and they still was in control because I couldn't touch them. And although I wanted to, you know, and I'll do that. I'll be submissive and all that. But no, you ain't gonna tie me up. No, but
you had mind control.
Yeah. But
you
she
was able to control it.
either, so she would put some. I probably would have hit on top of her head, like you know. I don't know. I don't understand what's the big deal with somebody tying up somebody. And I guess everybody's different. You know what I mean? But
yeah, you've seen the YouTube videos where they tied them up and then the girlfriend came in the room and who is this in your phone after she done tied them up? So, you just got to make sure that you on top of your game, you ain't doing nothing and you ain't got no secrets. Then you don't have a problem being tied up by the person you love.
Dominate that type of thing. It's just something that you're acting out and dominate.
Black women already dominate. Damn, I ain't gonna dominate too much. Shit, that's just too much.
That's different from a point.
Oh shit.
Bondage is a game changer, because it's something different. You don't do it often. We have the bondage to where you can actually tuck it up under the mattress and hide it from the kids, but you're actually stretched out on the bed like this, and your legs are you're handcuffed with some soft handcuffs.
I got that go through the mattress, and it's like, I got that one.
Yes.
See, I hear y'all, and I guess that's cool for some.
He's like, nah.
Here's my thing. You say bondage is a game changer. That's what my parole officer said. That nigga said, if you don't do what I say you do, we gonna lock your ass back up. You know what I'm saying? Can I address something that they're talking about on your page, Spicy?
Go right ahead.
All these women are saying that they don't swallow.
Mm-hmm.
They don't swallow. Let me just say this as a man. We swallow, damn it.
Yep.
Shit.
Not all of y'all.
I ain't never met a nigga. Well, I guess she's a squirter. I had a girl, I had some goggles on, that had for squirting. I said, ooh, I like this shit. Oh, I got a little snorkel, and I went deep sea. Okay, I'm sorry. Too much?
Let me tell you what the men do.
Okay, too much. I'm sorry.
So when they go down and you get to squirting or whatever,
love it.
They keep going, but they're pushing the spit on you, making you wetter, thinking it was you because you already wet. They ain't swallow nothing.
Well, okay, so that's a little different. And the reason I would say that is because a squirt is depending on the squirter. Because I've taught women how to squirt.
It's your version of a nut.
Huh?
It's a woman's version of a nut. But go ahead.
Yeah, but some women are like waterfalls. So you can't take all of it because you're gonna drown. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you imagine going to somebody's funeral? Like, nigga, how did he die? That nigga drowned on coochie juice. Like, she came and he went.
How did he die? On top of me.
No, but I'm just saying. So, and I hear what you're saying. I 100% agree. But
so that's swallowing on a woman.
Yeah, but we ain't shooting out as much as a squirter do.
No.
Is that fair? We're not shooting out as much as a squirter.
Everybody's different.
Okay. Well, I had some waterfalls. Like,
yeah, I know people that say that they got to change the sheets every time.
Shit, you gotta put that you gotta put the thing on your mattress. It's a covering that you put on your mattress for like old people or kids that pee in the bed. And that's for your squirters. Yes.
Yeah, Megaplex got one of those mattress covers.
Oh no, girl, you go to Walmart. Get one.
Oh, okay. I just
I have a question, Spicy. One of your people was saying something about they were scared of rejection.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the rejection from what? Did she say?
No, she never did say. She just said some people are scared of rejection.
Now, Marissa said, Lady Drake, that I still don't believe squirting is a real thing.
From women?
Every woman
And
can
Marissa
squirt.
said,
Every woman has the capability of squirting. Some are easier than others. You know, even though we have the capability to do it, we might not ever experience it.
yes.
You know, but the fun is in trying to get to it.
Amen. Yes, it's an arch thing. Arch your back, hit the G spot, and
And
men.
it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing with a lot of us because it feels like you're getting ready to urinate on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when we do that, automatically we're trying to hold it and we stop ourselves. When you gotta like free your mind and let it go. If
Mm-hmm.
you think you're gonna pee on yourself, do the R. Kelly, pee on yourself, and
Wow.
then see what happens.
Oh, wow. Hilarious.
Best experience you can
And,
have.
and again, this is what we talked about at the very beginning of the show about communication, being free, and that's why I'm so adamant on women knowing that a man don't make you orgasm. We
Yeah.
might assist. We might assist.
Yeah.
And Lady Dre, you said something that was dope earlier. Y'all can't nobody make you come like you can.
Yeah.
And I agree with that because trust me, you give me the right lotion, and I can be in the bathroom 32 seconds. I'm over.
Yeah, exactly.
And I ain't never got mad at my hand for making me come so fast. Like, I ain't never get pissed off. It's like, nigga, I'll cut you off next week. I'm just like, thank you, because sometimes you just need to bust one and go to sleep. And ain't nobody there. You like, damn, okay. Oh shit, you never done it, baby. Oh, poor baby.
Okay, now for one, and this is both of y'all. Ray, jump in there anytime. There are some on here that want to know what are some different type of ways that you can enhance things behind closed door to make things more exciting.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm sorry. I said shut up. Y'all know I'm ghetto with 3 T's. Give that man some peace and he will fuck the shit out of you. I promise you. If you let that man know that he's, hey, baby, you know what? I'm not going to bother you while you're watching the game. I'm going to let you rest. I'm going to let you out
Right.
with your boys. Just give him some peace. And the same dick that he gives to the side piece, he go home. He give it to you. I probably wasn't supposed to say that. But I believe, but I also believe that's the same way with the woman. Sometimes quit, damn dudes, because some dudes do act like bras. I've talked to some guys. I'm like, damn, you act like I can't even say a female because females don't even act like that. You know, they just whine and complain, whining. Well, ain't no man.
That's so annoying to me.
Grown man whining, nigga, you grown. So compliment your woman. Text in the middle of the day. Say, I hope you're having a good day.
Yes.
Send her some flowers, edible
Flowers go a long way.
20
I
bucks.
don't care if they do die. Flowers go a long. One
So
rose.
About role play.
One rose.
I like.
You know what? Role play is another way of, you know, we don't do it much. That's why it's new adventures into the relationship to keep them spicy. So I always say, let your man walk in the door and you have your blonde wig and your booty shorts on and your apron with no bra, and let him think Nicki Minaj is in the kitchen.
Yes.
You know, he know it's you. Let him have his fantasy.
Shit.
You know, men too. Let her have her fantasy. She walk in, you butt naked with a tool belt on, fixing the plumbing. She gonna fix your plumbing while you fixing the plumbing. You know, spice it up. You know, you can play the plumber and, you know, I got a leaky faucet. Can you help me? You know, he gonna be like, where is it? It's right here.
Yes. Yes.
But it's like you gotta keep, you know, the relationship spicy in order to, you know, get to the golden years. And that's what a lot of people forget.
And let me say this also for the men. There was a time where I was like super tough. Like everybody know me. I'm a man's man, old school, whatever. But it was a time I wasn't really sharing my emotions. And an old school cat taught me this right here. Go to Walmart, HEB, or whatever city you're in, and let Hallmark do the talking for you. Sometimes if you don't know what to say and you just want to let your girl know, because sometimes we're not good communicators, get you a Hallmark card. And while you're there, ask a woman that's there, hey, you think this would be a good card for my girl? And pick out 5 cards. and, and go to the post office every day. Drop a card in the mail today. Drop a card in the mail tomorrow. Wednesday,
Yes.
Thursday, Friday. So when she goes and checks the mail, now don't your dumb ass check the mailbox, but let her check the mailbox. And when she opens it up, say, "Oh shit!" That's when you're gonna get the best. You're gonna get the food cooked the way you want to. You're gonna get the loving. When you tell her kids to shut up, she gonna be like, "You better shut your ass up. I got me a man now." But if you ain't doing all that, I promise you. That's why I don't know. Orgasm ain't never been. I don't know about the 80% shit. I mean, maybe I've been there.
80% fake.
I've been taught. My mom and my sisters, they didn't taught me this is what you do. And just
see, but you were taught a lot, weren't taught, you know. And the story about the card, I gave the story. I had a client and he was a pastor, and you know, he wanted to kind of get romantic with his wife, and he was asking for some ideas. And I told him, go get her a card or write her a love letter. I think he wrote the love letter. And he said he was in line at the post office like this, like, oh my God, like just thinking of when she was going to get it and open it. And he said he was looking out the window and she got to the mail and she opened it. And he said she was like, this looked like my husband's handwriting. And she read it. He said the smile that came across her face, you know, and it was like, yes, the magic happened when she got back in the house, you know. But just those little things that people don't think mean nothing mean like that much.
Watch this. If she keeps her glasses in the glove compartment, I'm telling y'all, this is some pimp stuff. She keeps her glasses in the glove compartment. Get a sticky note and put "I love you, I miss you, have a good day." And when she opens it up, she gonna be like, oh shit. And all of a sudden she's wet. She's driving to work thinking about her man. It's small stuff. It's not about dick. Don't get me wrong. It helps. You know, dick does help y'all. You need some dick, amen.
And walking kind of different.
It's small stuff. You don't have to buy $400 purses. If that's what you got to do, please your woman, then you ain't a hoe. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That means you have to pay for the pussy. But if you just do small stuff, it works. I promise you.
Yeah. Bubba David Johnson, my Uncle Hubbard, he says, I just buy you a rose bush and you can have all the roses you want.
See? But did you see Bubba's comment earlier?
Yeah.
He said you can do all those things to a man and he's still gonna cheat. So you need to get out that frame of mind that nothing is gonna work for you, because then it's not gonna work for you because you're not being open and accepting what the person is trying to do that might help you stay at home and not cheat. Not saying you're cheating, but other people listening and reading, you can keep a man at home. You know, I'm telling you, mine go to work with a smile, you know, and I hate to say one day somebody call and say, you know what, I really don't feel that way, because I try to do everything I can to where he go to work, they like, you a different person now. Yes, he is. He's happy. Yes. He leave work. He's supposed to get off at 11. He leave at 10:50. When he used to stay longer. Yeah. He got a reason to come home now. He like, sure, I'm going home to my baby. Because ain't no telling what he gonna walk in here to.
Right. Text him. Telling him you gonna suck his dick and do it.
You say what now? Wait, I missed that. What happened?
Tiffany Cage. She says, sex text him, telling him you're going to suck his dick and do it.
Hell yeah. We flying home.
You know what you can also do? It build up to it. You know, put the sexy heels on. You don't have to get fully dressed. Take a picture of your feet with the heels on and text that to him. Right. And then gradually move up. Take a picture of your knee. Send it to him. About an hour later, take a picture of the inside of your thigh. You know, your stomach, you know, leave out the other stuff because he know he gonna get it when he get home. You just building them up to want to be like, you know what, I'm gonna leave an hour early today. So you just like, you building them up to like, ooh, like what's she gonna send me next?
Lady Dre.
It's a tease.
Lady Dre, you gotta say they gotta put lotion on them feet too.
See, there you go.
I'm gonna say no ashy ass feet pictures with your toenail polish all chipped off and shit. Anybody want to see that shit?
Hey, it's a pandemic right now, okay? You look around them shit.
Ankle just
I have
rusty
not
as
got
hell.
my nails done in 8 months.
But you know what? But they're clean. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It don't look like you've been having an oil change or some, fixing cars. I'm just
LaShonda
saying.
said, "Yeah, I text my husband and ask if I can come over."
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, one of the things I like, the bar situation. Like go to the bar and have your husband show up and pretend like he picking you up. I like that one.
Can I help the ladies out real fast?
Go ahead.
Okay, so if the man's watching the game and he's in another room to kind of have a little piece, he's drinking his beer and everything else, watch the score. And if it's close to halftime, text him and says, I got your halftime meal waiting on you. And when you go in the room, suck his dick. Yes.
They
And I
love
promise you, when he go back and watch that game, he ain't even paying attention to the damn game no more. He don't give a damn about them Cowboys no more. He is thinking about his one. It's
No,
just
everybody care about the Cowboys.
Ain't that
Ray, can I tell you something?
whatever, nigga. Go Eagles.
This what ladies, this what y'all need to do.
video.
I like Ray's idea,
Okay.
but go ahead, make sure you hit record on the game. But while he's watching the game, bend down and give him some head.
It don't work.
You think he gonna say no?
It's showing us the dick.
Then I had somebody tell me, well, Andrea, normally after all of that, they normally go to sleep. So you must not have did your job. So I did like this. And I sent the picture. He was asleep right next to me while the game was on. I said, he's like, I stand corrected. Oh, yeah, he was out. We was in the fourth quarter, and I looked over him.
See.
Did my job.
And I, that recorded game shit is just not the same. I just want to say that.
I didn't tell him to go to sleep.
Well, yes, you did. You put him to sleep.
Drain the sack.
You gave him that secret NyQuil.
Yeah.
It's a sleep aid. Sex is a sleep aid. If you're having problems sleeping, have sex.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
Rockabye, baby.
I agree.
So which is the best type of sex to have?
Huh?
It depends on the person. Some people love doggy style.
You know what I said, Lady Ray? Consensual is the best sex.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely number one on the list.
I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Y'all forgive me. I'm sorry.
Okay. I know some people they're not into, like, if you make me mad, don't touch me. But then you have those that says that's the best sex to have.
Makeup sex. But you got to make up first. When you make up, but you can't have angry sex. Somebody gonna get hurt. You can't. That's not fun. That's no fun. Unless you make up while you're in the process, then I can't stay mad at you.
Right. Especially walk across that floor with that gut sticking out and doing a little dance.
Yeah, you be sitting there like, what was I thinking?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Some women will pick a fight just to have makeup sex. You know what I'm saying? I've oh my God, never mind. I'm talking to
but it's not healthy for the relationship in the long term.
No, I agree. But I date crazy people, so that's like my ex-wife was bipolar, and I've been married more than once, so I don't know who I'm talking about. But I knew she was bipolar because when she said I do, she said it twice. She said I do, then I do. I'm like, who this bitch talking about? But it was the
like an echo.
Yeah, it was an echo. And then we would have sex, and I felt like it was a threesome. And then later on, I found she was bipolar, and it was a threesome. This nigga was Tiffany one day, and yeah, y'all catch that in the car.
See, y'all like them crazy women though.
Yeah, crazy women have the best sex.
They show signs of craziness when you first start dating, and then after you date them, and then you start getting tired of that craziness, you're like, man, she crazy. You knew that already.
Yeah.
Now, this question for you: does size really matter?
For me, yes. In general, it just depends on what you like, because when I say size matters, it doesn't have to be this big, long, hit the bottom, because the G spot on the women is 2 inches below the belly button. So normally, if you're that man that got the hook and you go in the vagina, you hook that G spot every time. If you're oversized, in a man's mind, he needs to hit the cervix. So his whole thing is trying to hit the bottom when he really bypassed all the real important stuff right up at the top in the middle. So it depends on, some women like the pleasure pain thing of getting the bottom hit. So that's what turns them on. Some women like the smaller guys because they can, hit right there at the G spot. The hook, you're going to get the G spot. So when you say size matters, it just depends on what size you like. That's going to matter.
And can I ask a question for the men?
No.
Hell yeah. Because some it be women got look. No, say man.
That was what I was going to ask you, Ray, because I know
Say man.
you got your big women, you got your small women.
No, you missing it, baby.
No, Ray.
I'm talking about the coochie.
He's talking about your personal preference. There are men that don't like tight women.
No,
that don't like tight vaginas.
We ain't talking about tight.
They want the biggest, sloppiest, let me fall in it vaginas. So it's a preference.
Okay, so let me say this for a man, because you was very adamant on the women. So let a man answer for the men. I don't know a man, if that's fair. I personally don't know a man who want a big ass coochie hole when she opens up her leg and there's an echo. Because some women be having some toys and they be using damn baby legs in there. Niggas be like, what the hell I supposed to do with that? You can't feel no walls. She ain't used the little balls you talking about. I'm telling you, girl.
No, I wondered about that because there was a girl that, she used to brag about it to men that she had no walls.
Yes. And they brag about that.
And how many men were in line to try it?
Because her hair game was probably good.
Probably so, because she was getting the men, but they wouldn't hook it. You know what I'm saying?
It's a preference. Some men like it like that.
Okay.
I've actually talked to men that said they don't like, the tight vaginas. They like the loose ones.
Oh no, I agree with that. Because sometimes is when you're a oochie ouchie girl, like the whole time is like, damn, bitch, damn. She's scooching. I'm like, damn, I'm tired. I ain't even got in there yet. So I agree with that. But what I'm saying is there are some women who I have
oochie ouchie girl
that I have heard about that have these big old holes that they call it coochie. But then when you go to their house and you see their toys, they be putting all kind of stuff. I was like, baby, what are you doing? So now you like some old roast beef from Arby's and your coochie's ugly. And I'm looking at you like, don't nobody want that shit? I'm gonna say I don't want it. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm like an Arby's sandwich without no cheese on it.
In actuality, the sex toys do not actually make the vagina that big. If you ever saw a porn video where you saw the lady, her lips that was one lip probably about that big.
Yeah.
That she was born like that. It wasn't that she done used so many
girl.
toys.
I know what. Look, I'm not.
But I'm saying,
I know about coochie. I've seen coochie. I've been up close and tasted it, and everything's delicious. I'm just
but seriously, have you seen those that you kind of looked at and you kind of like, wow, like I ain't never seen one like this before?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So it's the same with the sizes. It's not that it was a dildo that made it that big. That's how she was born.
We're not okay.
And see, me, I wouldn't know because I don't use those type of toys because I like the real thing. That's just me.
Now, I would tell you, like women that, lose feeling in their vagina areas, using a vibrator can help circulate the blood to bring the feeling back into your vagina area. So you have your sensitivity again. So there's a lot of benefits to vibrators.
Okay.
People be like, oh, they use it so much they numb. Like, not necessarily. That's probably like 1 in a million. It doesn't make you numb from using it too much. That's just like saying I'm having sex too much and, I don't feel anything anymore. You got people all the way, 80-year-old men still having sex and it feels like they was when they were 18.
Mm.
So he's not having too much. It's a benefit to it. Yes, there might be some negativity to it, but it depends on the person.
Okay. Okay.
But like you got people like when you go and look at videos, how many videos you seen and they at the club dancing with a bottle and stick the whole bottle up there. Well, yeah, if you sticking objects up there, and you're continuously stretching and stretching, you're trying to train your vagina to be open.
Yes.
I seen a video where a girl, she actually had this big old dildo in the middle of the floor. And she did this flip, and when she landed into
Landed on it.
and I'm like, that made me hurt.
She ain't got no walls, just like Trump.
But you know what? And I would tell you, we have stuff like we have a stamina spray that it's for men, and they spray the spray on the penis so that it won't be so sensitive. So what it really does, it numbs it up to where when he has sex, and these are your so-called like minute men or men that just want to last a little longer, knowing that they woman got some good stuff. They put the spray on it to numb it up to where they don't have the sensitive feeling. So I'm always asked at the parties, can I use that in my throat? And I have to say, just like this, I'm telling you what to use this for. This spray is for this. When you take this spray home, it is yours. Whatever you decide to do with it, you cannot come back and sue Bedroom Candy. If you decide to spray that in your throat to numb it up, the whole thing of having pain is to know when to stop. You got women trying to put the penis all the way down to here. There's a stopping point for safety. So if you don't want no feeling, just so you can, it's a danger zone. Yeah, you're gonna have damage.
Give you thyroid problems.
Yeah, especially if you can't feel the pain. So you want to feel the pain, so it's time to stop. That's the stop word right there. Stop.
Safety word, pineapples.
Yeah, that's the safety word. That's what I'm trying to say safety word.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's pretty much a safety word.
Chloroseptic.
What, Ray?
I'm just saying, chloroseptic works also. I'm just trying to help.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
It numbs your throat. Yeah.
Yeah, LaShonda says choke on the dick.
Love it.
See, some women like that. Gagging, choking. Men are visual, and then they hear the gagging, and they got their eyes closed, and some like to watch. Some men don't like to look down, and she looking dead at him, and he gets uncomfortable because he know what he's doing.
Bernie Mac said, "What you want me to say to you? Good job. Good job. Keep up the good work."
Woo woo woo.
And on top of the head. Good job, girl. You did a good job. You're number one.
Okay, Ray. Before we give the window to her, do you have any questions you want to ask her?
Nah. She been blessing us. I thank you for everything that you're doing.
Thank you, welcome. Thank you for having me.
Want to experiment things?
Yeah.
Look at Tiffany talking about longevity spray.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give you this window of opportunity to speak directly with our viewers. Tell them about the services, how they can follow you. And I know the pandemic is going on now, so I know the cruises are on pause. So just let them know a little bit about you and how they can find you.
So if you want to go to my website, right now I'm only doing virtual bedroom candy parties on Zoom. So if you want to get your girlfriends together and we can do a Zoom party, I demonstrate the products, show you how to use them, like candy kisses, and we play games, and I still give prizes and everything at the parties. You can go to bedroomcandy.com/124, or you can just Google Lady Dre San Antonio, and one of my sites will come up. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be glad to answer. I do free consultations. So I know, it's confidentiality. I'm not sharing the pastor's information. He said I could share his stuff. So that's why I use him as examples on some of the stuff that I talk about. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.
And that's the one question I did forget to ask, because you do have those that are too holy. Have you ever had anybody from the religious status, like a pastor wife, ever come to you and ask you for any advice?
Oh, and I've had clients. I've had two pastors as my clients as a sex coach. The one pastor, he had a high sex drive, and I was trying to help to the wife kind of get to his level, so it was more of situations that she had growing up, and they just had to he had to come down some. It's like with the communication, you know, she's not going to get here where you're at. But if you want to have 10 years of marriage, if you're trying to keep the marriage and make it work, you're going to have to compromise. So I can bring her up, but I need you to come down too.
Right.
So instead of you getting it every day, settle for maybe every other day or every 2 to 3 days. So even with that, she needed to exercise. Exercise, helps a lot with sex. The what you eat, everything you do has to go with, like you said, when she getting on and she breathing hard, you need some cardio because you should be able to get through at least 15 minutes of sex and then fall out at the end, but don't be out of breath in the first 2 minutes. If you're out of breath and breathing hard in the first 2 minutes, you might want to start walking around the block a little bit because COVID got us all.
Now, Tiffany Cage, I guess this is that. Can't get right. Okay, Ray, I see you in the sexual chocolate.
Actual chocolate pajamas.
Somebody like that milk chocolate. Hey, they get it into. What about when it's opposite? Sex is my exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cardio.
Yeah. LaShonda asked though, what about when it's opposite?
When low sex drive?
Yeah.
That's what I'm about. That's what I was saying. You need to exercise. You need to do what you can to try to build your sex drive up. So if your sex drive is low, you got to look at what you're eating, take your vitamins, exercise. When you exercise, it's going to build your sex drive up so that you'll, in work, everything, stress, everything plays a part in what you're doing. So my main thing is always the exercise because we're always tired. And you look at him, he's ready, you're not ready, or you're ready, he's not ready. And the first thing out your mouth is, I'm tired. Find the energy. If you got to go get a 5-hour energy and take it just to get through 30 minutes of sex, do it. Yes. Because you need to take care of each other. Right. Because if you don't, trust me,
nobody else is.
Becky around the bush right there waiting for you to, not handle your business.
Do you still have your talk show going?
I do. I took a break, and then with the COVID and everything, it just seemed like it just got a little longer. But I said 2021 is when I was coming strong with everything, so I took this time to just get my house in order, because with the clothing line and, and I have a team with Bedroom Candy. Like if anybody wanted to join the business, for $35, you can sell sex toys and have a makeup line. And it's $12 a month for you, just for both websites. You get 2 websites for one price. So you'll have makeup and toys, but we have shea butter products. We have, I even bought this just for Ray. We have pheromone enhancement sprays. This is the men's collection. It's called Heartthrob. It actually, our bodies produces natural pheromones. So when you get out the shower and you spray this on, and it smells so good. When you spray it on, it enhances your own pheromones to bring the opposite sex into you more. Whether it's somebody, that you're trying to holler at, or your wife or your husband at home, it doesn't even matter what the fragrance is. It all works the same. And I wouldn't even tell the other person you have it on. Just spray it on and see the difference of the attraction that you get.
Now, what I do, just a little secret for the men: if you date plus size women that like to eat, get a little chicken grease and put it on the back of your ear. And she just, I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to say that. And you smell good. Damn. Yeah, get that chicken grease. Yeah, don't get no bacon grease. You get bacon grease, she gonna eat you up. Put bacon grease on your testicles, and then that way, when she give you oral sex, it's slick and it tastes good to her. I'm just letting y'all know. Fat.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do right now, because I'm so proud of Cantget Right. He has came such a long way and doing great things now. And I'm going to give him this window because actually he's going to be coming to San Antonio.
Right.
So if you could give them information about your show, let them know how they can follow you, find you, and what's coming up.
All right, so I am the host of the Ray Sorrell Show. We every Wednesday from 7 to 9 with my co-host Hope. It's all to the good, yeah. But we're taking a little break to recharge our battery. I'm doing some things to my studio, so we will be back in January. Right now, I have an open mic I do every Tuesday night at the Love Lounge in Arlington, Texas, with a whole bunch of comedians. We come out, and my homeboy, shout out to DJ East Coast. He is the DJ for DJ Cool, Mr. Let Me Clear My Throat. Every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock, we'll be there. Actually, I'm sorry, 8 o'clock, 8 to 10, we're there. Also, Cantget Right apparel. We launched that Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday weekend. So y'all can go on my page and go do Cantget Right apparel and order things. Thank y'all. Y'all been keeping me busy. Also, this weekend I will be in San Antonio, Texas at 12 o'clock at FM 78. Uptown 78 on FM 78. Me, Legacy City, shout out to the Street Legion team, Lala. We are shooting the first video of the CD, The Love Doctor. We're doing 2 minutes 2 minutes ain't enough. So everybody that's in San Antonio, y'all come out. It's free. We're just gonna have fun. I got giveaways, I got gifts, everything. I'm coming home to shoot this video because although I live in Dallas, I like to promote my city because that's where I'm from. So y'all come out and show out. If you got some Cantget Right apparel, the hoodies and everything else, come out in your gear. If not, come out dressed to impress, because believe you me, baby, the Love Doctors are going to be there. And I'm going to be founded in Frog House. So I just want to let y'all know that. Thank you.
Frog hair.
I'm saying.
Is there a cutoff time? Because I know I get off at 2:30. I might show up in my postal gear, but I want to be there.
Well, with the video shoots from 12 to 4. Shout out to Lamar, the owner of Uptown 78. He's letting us use his facility. I don't know when we're gonna get finished shooting. Depends how fast everything go. But we have a great director that's going to come in. He shot a few videos already. Matter of fact, I think he shot Angie, the Divine Ones video, and I've already laid out my plan, what we want, and with everything else. But it's from 12 to 4. But then after that, Spicy, we're doing a meet and greet with, and I would love Lady Dre to come and sell her stuff. We're doing a meet and greet with Matters of the Heart.
Okay.
So yeah, right after that, we're just gonna do a meet and greet. Nothing very formal. Just have some drinks, say hi to everybody, because this COVID got us kind of down. Wear your masks. Make sure you wear your mask, because we still big on safety and everything else. We don't want to do 2 minutes ain't enough, and y'all asked to spend 2 weeks in the hospital. It's not that serious.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure I say that also. I forgot to say it on my video today. But
Yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. I thank my co-host. It's been fun. You've been great. Thank you, Lady Dre.
wait a minute.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Before she leave, I got one more question, please. And I know it's well past time, but what's up with these dick rings? Right? People put these rings on their damn dick. And I had a ghetto girl put a rubber band on my dick. She just put a rubber band. And I said, bitch, I don't think that's the same thing. Like she tried to use a bread twist tie. I'm like, that ain't the same. You need about 4.
You know what? It's a sensitivity thing. It when the penis is hard, it makes the tip of the penis more sensitive.
With the ring.
With the ring on it.
Okay.
Some people.
Okay.
It's almost the same as like the tongue ring, Some people get the sensation, and some people don't.
Yeah.
So if I don't know if you want to take that chance of getting that penis ring and nothing changes,
hard or hold it in place, or I don't know.
It'll just look cute, you know.
She said,
Like, oh, he got a ring, how cute.
now, ladies, don't say that. Don't ever tell a man, "Oh, your dick, oh, it's so cute. Oh, look at that. Oh my God."
Does that mean the little ones?
Don't do that.
What you want to say?
Ladies be like,
oh your dick look manly.
Oh, that's yours. Oh my God. Yeah. Don't say, oh, look at that. Bless his heart. Come here, baby. Bless his heart, little ting ting.
Well, no, we say that to certain ones now.
That's
well, yeah, no, we have different sayings for each penis size.
Oh wow.
Wow. Now let me ask you this, Lady Dre.
I'm sorry.
Last show we had, we actually, because I mean, I let them know that I do have a name for mine. Is it normal for women to give their vaginas and men to give their penises pet names?
No. See, in my business, we're taught to call it what it is, a vagina. So even when, sometimes I kind of go off script, but it's called the cookie, the cake. Some people call it Patty. Tiffany. They with child support.
Come here, child support. Come and change my life with your
whip appeal.
Y'all know I'm stupid.
Well, as y'all know, this has been live on Facebook and on YouTube. If y'all enjoyed this discussion, this is the last discussion of this year, 2020. We'll be back in 2021. Y'all be blessed. Go to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this here, please like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate all y'all tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Thank you, Mr. Sorrell. Good luck in the future with your CD. And Miss Lady Dre, thank you so much. And we'll be looking out for you in the future as well. We're going to go and head out with Love Story with Lala Maria, presented by Street Legend.
Yeah. You're my love story, baby. My happily ever after. Never thought it would be with you. Never thought I'd fall in love with you. I don't wanna be without you, baby. I said I don't wanna live without you, baby. I'm falling, I can't help it, and I don't think I want to. I'm falling in love with you. Day one locked eyes, but I really didn't see ya. I couldn't see ya. Eyes blinded by an angel in disguise. I was hurting, baby. Captivated the very next time that I seen ya. I finally seen ya. Eyes open, fascinating how your presence left me speechless, baby. I remember the day you came my way and said you had a crush on me. We had mutual feeling, we started dealing, and now you got a hold on me. Yeah. You're my love story, baby. My happily ever after. Never thought it would be with you. Never thought I'd fall in love with you. I don't wanna be without you, baby. I said I don't wanna live without you, baby. I'm falling, I can't help it, and I don't think I want to. I'm falling in love with you. I never thought that you would be the one who could ever make me fall in love again. You've got that kind of love that makes me give you all of me. Love and all you fulfill my fantasy of my happily ever after. You're my love story, baby. Never thought I'd fall in love with you. Falling in love.